And you know what? I think everyone is very observant of what's going on in this brand. Some of the things that are really going on in this brand, although, by the way, although much of it was planned, some of it I did not realize is actually happening. One of the things that the question that is being asked of me is, Raffi, you're cleaning house, you're selling off certain things, you're discontinuing items. What's going to be why are you doing that, and what is the main core of your business? So, very valid question. Let me start off by saying this, which is really important, by the way. It is important to acknowledge that a brand has a journey. No different than you when you were growing up. You were a child, you were able to walk eventually, you grew up a little, you became 10 years old, you went through puberty, then you became pre-adulthood, then you went to adulthood, then you matured. Your personal life and my business life are not very different from each other. At least let's agree on that. The premise is that people mature during their lifespan or regress through their lifespan, right? And I, as a brand, have the same inherent journey as well, which we then mature as time goes by. And that is really important to understand. So as a brand matures, maturity, by the way, as a human being, sometimes as you grow older, you make mistakes. Sometimes you think you're making the right decision, and at the time, it was the right decision, but later on you say, you know what? I understand something different, therefore, right? Tap the screen, people, that's right. Therefore, I'm going to make modifications. That is what this brand is doing. We are getting mature in our identity. We are getting more precise in our identity. We are washing away the fluff so that I don't know about you guys, but when you get tomatoes, you put the tomatoes and you simmer it, all the water disappears and you have a tomato paste, which is the pure essence of a tomato. All the flavors are there, right? So, this is what we're doing. We're taking away the fluff. So when I come on here and I say, I'm having a clearance sale, it is not for the purpose of generating revenue. It is for the purpose of generating clarity for us. As a brand, it is very important that we create that clarity. It is very important that we are able to understand how we want to communicate. We embrace certain things. For example, if you notice, by the way, on our candles, we do not have any branding. There is no Thompson Ferrier branding on our candles. Like 99% of all other candles, we don't have that branding on our candles. We don't have that here. And that is by design. Why? Because I have this concept that if you know our brand, you know our brand. When you see the architecture of my candles, you have to be able to say, this is Thompson Ferrier. To accomplish that as a brand is not that easy, because you are depending on art and architecture as your identity, and not, by the way, not the logo that's plastered. So today everybody wears a t-shirt that says Balmain, Versace, Fendi, whatever. I am not a fan of that. There is no clothes on me that you can tell that I wear anything branded. I don't want that. I don't have, it's not screaming Calvin Klein. The shoes is not screaming Fendi. None of that is screaming. And that is the mentality that I have here. The mentality is super clear about the art, about the fragrance. And it's become clear to me, what I started saying in the beginning is that the bouquet composition of my fragrances have become, in the general public mind, for the few that already have my candle, which I would like to grow the audience, obviously, it is very identifiable and unique now. My visual is very identifiable and unique. My customer service, very identifiable and unique. My relationship with my environment, very identifiable and unique. The expectation of the packaging, very identifiable and unique. So those all components, by design, were part of an initiative a year and a half ago during COVID, when COVID first started. It is becoming, blossoming today. That doesn't mean that the other things that I did were wrong. What it means is, at the time that I did them, such as my, mobile fragrance, my collaboration with Dirk Cobain, collaboration with Zach Whitman, collaboration with, what's her name? I forget the, Jacqueline Whitney. All these collaborations that I had done were appropriate at the time. They are not a good fit today. It's like a relationship, guys. When you get together with two people, at the time, you might bond fantastically. Over years, if the bond is separating, that doesn't mean that this person who decides to separate from this person is judging this person to be a bad person. It just, they have become, the intentions of this person has changed from who this person is, so it's best they separate, but this is still a magnificent person. So that is where we are today. So I'm here to say that I am really seriously enjoying the recognition that is coming my way for the efforts that I put in from you guys. Does that make sense? Right? Does that make sense to you guys? And that is what I wanted to make sure that it is clear to you, that when you ask, Raffi, you are no longer doing the poetry candle. Correct. I'm discontinuing it for a reason. You are no longer doing the Dirk Cobain. Correct. I am discontinuing it for the reason, which I explained. Jacqueline Whitney, discontinuing it. What we discontinue for a reason. Now, I might choose to discontinue, for example, certain things that I've done, like the Monte Cristo candle. It's not a discontinuation. It is a pause. There's a big difference between disconnect and pause. Sometimes things get exhausted. Sometimes they need some breathing room. So all these little things are nuances. It's the same way when you are a person and you say, hey, you know what, I would like to do whatever, and I no longer want to do that. I'll get back to that in 2 years. That's the spirit here. Okay? So I said my piece. I wanna have clarity with that. So with that, I say thank you, guys.